year and NL MVP over Bellinger and Bell. I'm not a Pirate hater. I just think Josh Bell has been playing out of his mind for 3 weeks, and now, the realization that he's not going to be able to play that good for that long is hitting in, and it's a popularity contest. It is, it's actually very weird to see guys like McNeal Alonzo not voting, because we're a New York team. You expect us to get a lot of coverage, but no, the MLB does not like the Mets. They do not like the Mets at all. And it hurts them more than it hurts us, because they're the ones losing out on billions of dollars because they don't want to publicize New York games as much as they do the Yankees. Gary Sanchez hits a 1 home run. Oh my God, Gary Sanchez! But Alonzo will hit like 2. Alonzo about like 4 for 4 in a day. Nothing happens. If Gary Sanchez did that, we all know that would have been on. We all know that would have been on front of every single, Instagram post for the for MLB and the Yankees. Excuse me, sorry about that. I have a call, so I just keep on muting my mic. It's a shame because, in my opinion, guys like most likely not McNeal, but a guy like Alonzo could be a Hall of Famer in the future, and it'd be nice if he'd have 15 All-Star Game appearances instead of 13 or 12, 10 or 11, 10 or 9. Jeff McNeal, maybe he doesn't get in the Hall of Fame. I love McNeal. I actually like him more than Alonzo. Crucify me, but I do think that it's a shame that, but none of these guys are going to get into the All-Star Game. They're not going to be reserves. So, yeah, obviously, if you guys look at the image for this episode, it's McNeal Alonzo 2019 All-Star Game. That was athlete logos. He created that. Props to him. Go check him out on Instagram. Make some super cool pictures. I always use them as my wallpapers or as like a gamer picture. They're very cool. I suggest you guys all check him out. The guy is extremely talented. He makes neon, like at the old Chase Stadium, they had the neons. He makes that for every Mets win in the player of the game. The guy's absolutely talented. So, yeah, all right, back to this. We still got 12 more minutes left, guys. What am I doing? Like I said, pretty much, I didn't think we were going to have this much time. I guess it's me talking for 45 minutes, not just me and Tim talking for 45 minutes. So, again, you guys got to stick with us when we have time like this. So yeah, we got 13 minutes. I really wish I could, call one of you guys in or, do something like that. But obviously, we're using something new. Like I said, me and Tim, we're just getting used to this. So yeah. And other Mets related news. Jed Lowry, we still have no timetable on him, and it's. He's a very talented player. I wouldn't be surprised if, he comes back and, becomes extremely, extremely talented. Becomes extremely talented. What am I saying? I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back and goes on an absolute tear because he's Jed Lowry. He's a very underrated and good baseball player. It's a shame being a New York team. I feel like that's how the Nets feel to the Knicks too, and how the Mets feel to the Yankees. Is that obviously, I was talking about the All-Star Game. We have very talented players, but we're just not getting the coverage we deserve. Even in the Jason Kidd eras in the Nets, the Knicks were still getting more coverage. Even now, even though the Yankees have a better record, obviously, we know that. We don't need to talk about that. But obviously, Alonzo and McNeal tearing it up, and they aren't getting enough coverage. And everyone knows if they were on the Yankees, they'd be getting a lot of coverage. All right, again, sorry about that, guys. I just got a call, so I just mute my mic when I have to. All right. And also, we have Justin Wilson. We know he's injured. He was actually Obviously he pitched actually the Cyclones opening day, and then since then he was some sort of nagging injury popped up again, it appears, and then he didn't start his next start. So we don't know when he's going to come back. He's most likely going to be back by middle of July, end of July. And some of these moves, when they first happened, honestly, the Stress Wilson signing reminded me a lot of the Anthony Swarzak signing, and it's becoming a lot like what happened. We signed Swarzak. He pitched relatively well in his first couple starts. I actually remember when we went to the game. I went to opening day last year. He pitched pretty well. But I remember he was out, and I never saw him again. And we got traded to the Seattle Mariners, and then he got traded to Atlanta again. Or he got traded to Atlanta. Obviously they need bullpen help, but this is we make the same mistakes every offseason, and it's so annoying. And then when you have front offices like the Astros, who are just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The Astros are the best front office. You could say it's the Yankees. I think it's the Astros. They take guys, they go and find talent that's been wasted in Garrett Cole, and obviously the front office doesn't do this. But then they transform a guy into an ace. Of course they do. They're the Astros, and they just won the World Series, and whatever. And I think the Astros are the best front office in the league. It's so annoying to see them have to make the same mistakes every single year. Trusting in a guy like Familia. I get it, he wants to come back. And it seemed like a good sign in the beginning when we signed Familia to 3 years, $30 million. $10 million for a very, very good closer. Thank you very much. But then when you started giving up runs and you started having a double-digit ERA at one point, it didn't seem like that. And then he got injured. It didn't seem like that good of a trade. That good of a sign, excuse me. And you can only look back on it and say, wow, I wish Mets didn't do that. But the thing is, if you're a Yankee fan, you never have to. That's the thing about the Yankees. They know when to blow it up. They know when to trade all their pieces away. They know when to let Cano walk, and they know when to trade Swisher, and they know when to blow it up. The Mets don't know how to blow it up. They keep on trying to contend and sign these half good players, which are good enough to get them 75 wins, 80 wins in a year, but aren't good enough to make the playoffs. The Mets have always been good at, ingrown guys like Nimmo, Conforto, Rosario, Alonzo, McNeal, and then you have Syndergaard, DeGrom, Wheeler, all guys the Mets have. They should have just blew it up this offseason. They should have traded away every single guy that wasn't a Met to begin with. Trade away pretty much their whole bullpen. Keep DeGrom, Syndergaard, trade Vargas. They should have blew it up. And then who knows, the Mets would have been better without those guys. Then they would have had a lot of cap space. They would have had good prospects coming into this year. And it would have been a totally different game. I think the Mets should have blew it up. So, the Mets have made a lot of mistakes this offseason. And it's very annoying to see them make the same mistakes over and over. And I say it over and over again. I say they made the same mistakes over and over again because they do it. They do it every single time. And that's the thing about the Yankees. Like I said, they don't want to blow it up. And the Mets keep on trying to, they keep on trying to add pieces that they contend, but they don't. That's the thing about the Yankees. All their guys, the guys that they had, they had A-Rod, but all the guys, Cano, Jeter, they're all homegrown guys. They're all core. They're all, they know what to buy players and they know what to sell players. They know what to trade them and they know what to keep them. The Mets don't know how to do that. So, and other news about, Robinson Cano not news, but just, he's been playing, like I said, he played very well, and, the thing about Cano was that, he's a good player, like, he was on the Yankees, but they knew when to let him walk. They knew he was going to get old. They knew he was going to be the same player. They knew he was a liability defensively, and that they wanted to rebuild. They already got their ring out of him. But the Mets think that a 36-year-old Cano is going to be as good as he was, 10 years ago on the Yankees. Literally 10 years ago, the Yankees won the World Series with him, and they still think he can be part of a core. What did they expect? You know what I mean? What did they expect Cano to, do? Did they expect Cano to hit 30 home runs? Honestly, though, I wish I could talk to them. What did they expect? Did they expect Cano to be, did they know he was going to be, did they know Cano was going to be pretty much not as productive? What did they expect out of Cano? Because us Mets fans, we knew he wasn't going to be good. We knew he wasn't going to be as productive as he used to be. The guy is 36, and we ain't going to have this guy paying $25 million until 2024. Brody made a very good effort on paper to, make the Mets contending team, but he set us back in the future. He set us back for the future so many years. I feel like the Mets could still do it. The Mets right now. I'm the Mets. All the guys besides that aren't homegrown, most fielders in the Mets are homegrown, like Rosario, Conforto. But Ramos, you ship him away. You deal with having a bad catcher. You have to. I honestly, Nimmo over Rosario might be Nimmo over Ramos. The pitchers pitch better when he allows fewer runs behind the plate. His calling is better. I think this offseason, pretty much every single move the Mets made, reverse it. I also think they should trade pretty much the guy who aren't home except Diaz. Diaz is the only exception because he's really young. You pretty much keep the young guys. You trade away. Excuse me again. Sorry, I just had a cough. You trade away even Familia. I would trade Familia away. Trade Familia. You trade Wilson. You trade Frazier. You keep J.D. Davis because again, he's young. Lowry, no team is gonna take him, except if he's healthy. The second half of the year and pitches good, then maybe you trade him. I don't know. I wouldn't be mad if you keep him, but I feel like if the Mets try to rebuild, Mets fans, they might be mad, but at least they would realize that it's over. The Mets are going to have to go through a couple of bad years. The NL East is stacked. And, and they could definitely build a young core with what they have. That's the thing. The Mets are doing so bad now, but I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. They have Alonzo, McNeal, they have Conforto, they have Rosario, they have Dom Smith. They can still work a very good team out of what we have. We can still make moves. And it's astonishing. And I think the second half of the year we should try to play Nitto a lot more. We need to have a pitcher's catcher behind the plate. With guys like Syndergaard and DeGrom, you need to have a pitcher's catcher behind the plate. In Milwaukee, where the pitchers aren't that good, besides Hader, you could have someone like Grandal behind the plate, who's good. He's good defensively, but he's an offensive catcher, right? The thing about Ray Muto is him having on the Phillies, the guy is very good behind the plate. Problem is, Ramos is not. Ramos isn't good behind the plate. And sadly, Mets fans, that's all the time we have to this episode. Again, speaking to myself, it was new to me. It was new to you guys. Hopefully you guys are able to listen to me for 45 minutes. Don't forget, guys,